Black women are decentering white women. White women truly showed their ass during this election. They pretended like they were going to vote for Kamala Harris. They pretended like they were going to do this. Are you really surprised? I'm not surprised, because these women are going to do exactly what their husbands, spouses, significant others is going to tell them, especially if they're paying all the bills. So I'm not surprised that these women voted for Trump. But it's so alarming because these women knew exactly all the trouble that Trump was in, all the felons, the sexual assaults, all of that, the grabbing of the vagina, the whole 9 yards. But they still chose to vote for Trump. Trump wasn't grabbing black women's vaginas. He was grabbing white women's vaginas. So again, I'm not surprised. These women went in and voted for Trump because their husbands said, you better get in there and you better vote for this white man. You better not vote for a black woman, a woman of color. That's the bottom line. They pretended and acted like they were going to do the opposite, and they voted for him because they knew that their spouses, significant others, wasn't going to have it, period. And that's the bottom line on that. But again, I'm not surprised because it's in their DNA. White women have always pretended like they really understood our plight, but they really don't. You can never understand what black people actually have gone through. You would never understand that. You can sympathize all day long, but you would never understand exactly what black people have went through. So again, I'm not surprised. It's in their DNA. They have always, and they will always and will continue to do exactly what their spouses, husbands, significant others tell them to do. And it's been like that for 400 years, for even doing slavery. When the slave master was doing all these things to black women, the women knew about it. The wives knew about it. And they stood by their man. Even though they knew their husbands was doing whatever with these black women, they stood by them. And then they wanted to dog the black woman out because she knew her husband was fooling with this black woman, this slave. So again, it's in their DNA. It's in their DNA. They will always do the opposite of what they say they're going to do. So now, white women, you're on your own. Black women would not be there to uplift you. None of that. So now you're going to have to really deal with it and see and handle it on your own. Because honestly, I can say I have never had a white woman as a close friend. Never. I went to school with a multitude of different races of people growing up, but I've never had a close white girlfriend. Never. Never gravitated to it. Not saying that I don't get along with white women. Of course, I had to work with white women, but, never had a close white girlfriend. And the ones that do, I think you really have to be careful with that because, again, they can be kind of tricky, So, again, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised that the white women actually voted the way that they did during this 2024 election. So, yeah. Just thought I'd talk about that a little bit, and I will see you in the next video.